start with the end.
Please believe me, I know what I'm saying. I'm not insane, although what I have done today may make me seem so. Adriana locked me out of the house this morning, and that jeweler could vouch for me if he wasn't conspiring against me. He left me while I was at Adriana's to bring me the necklace I'd wanted. But because he never returned, I went looking for him. I found him in the street and confronted him. He lied and said he'd already given me the necklace. But he knows he didn't. God knows it. I know it. And he had me arrested anyway for not paying for a necklace I never even had. So I sent my servant home to get my bail money, but the idiot didn't come back with anything. At that point, I convinced the officer to walk Dromio and I to my house so I could pick up the bail money. We ran into my wife, her sister, and their associates on the way. One of them was a walking corpse of a human being, Pinch. He pretended to be a sorcerer and insisted that I was possessed, stared into my eyes, grabbed me to feel my pulse. Who does that? Then they all attacked Dromio and I, tied us together, and abandoned us in the basement of my house. I chewed through our ropes and came to find you, Your Grace. I beg you, please grant me justice after all that I've been through.
Why, what intricate speech is this? If you were mad, you would not speak so coldly.
Duke Solanus, listen to me. This is a friend who will save my life and pay the sum I need to be let free.
Speak freely, Syracusian.
Sir, are you not Antipholus? And is that your servant Dromio?
I was his servant, but not any longer. Thank God. He freed me, and I am no longer forced to work for him.
I am sure both of you remember me.
We remember ourselves quite well, but not so much yourself. Are you one of Pinch's patients?
Why do you look at me like that? You know me well.
I've never seen you in my life till now.
Well, grief has aged me through time. You can see it in my face, but tell me, do you seriously not know who I am?
Nope.
Dromio or yourself?
No, I'm sorry, no.
I'm sure you do.
And I'm sure I don't, and you have no right to doubt me.
You really don't know me? Have the past years changed everything so much that my son turns his head when I'm suffering? Tell me you're my son, you know you are.
I've never seen my father in my life.
But it's been all these years since we partied in Syracuse. Perhaps you just want to torture me.
Everyone here knows me and can attest that I've never been to Syracuse before in my life.
I tell you, Syracusian, I've been Antipholus' patron for 20 years, and in all that time, he's never been to Syracuse. I see that your old age and the prospect of death are driving you mad.
Most mighty Duke, this is a man much wronged. I see two husbands. Or maybe I'm just seeing things.
Those two are twins, as are those two. But who can tell the difference?
I, sir, am Dromio. Command him away.
I, sir, am Dromio. Please, let me stay.
Adrian, is that you?
My old master, who bound him here?
Whoever bound him, I will untie him. Do you know the husband by his liberty? Adrian, tell us, if you're really the man who I married and had 2 sons by, tell me, talk to your wife.
If I'm not mistaken, you are Amelia? If you really are my wife, tell me, where is my son that went with you on that fatal raft?
Our son, between Dromio and I, went with men of Abhay to travel away. By and by, rude Corinth fishermen took our son and Dromio with them and left me with the Abhay men. I don't know what happened to them, but you can see what became of me.
The story is correct. These two Antipholuses are so alike. And these two Dromios, one and the same. Aegon and Amelia really are the parents of these children who accidentally came together. Tell me, Antipholus, are you originally from Corinth?
No, sir, I came from Syracuse.
Okay, fine. You stand over there. You stay there. I can't tell the difference. Don't move.
I came from Corinth, my most gracious lord.
And I with him.
We were brought to this town by that most famous warrior, Duke Menaphon, your most renowned uncle.
Then which of you two dined with me today?
That was me, gentle mistress.
And are you not my husband?
No, he's not your husband.
I am not, and yet you thought I was, and this gentlewoman, her sister here, called me brother.
And that is the chain, sir, which you had of me.
And you, sir, arrested me for this chain.
That I did, I won't deny that.
I gave you money, sir, to be your bail. I gave it to Dromio, but I don't think he brought it.
No, I didn't.
The money was brought to me by Dromio. I think Antipholus and Antipholus kept running into each other's servants all day. Everyone thought I was him and he was me, and that's how all of these errors arose.
I want to use this money to set my father free.
You don't have to. I'll let your father go.
I've been searching for you, my sons, for 33 years. And up until now, I haven't been able to. Everyone here, let us celebrate after we've overcome so much. Follow me and let's feast after so many years of grief.
I would love to. Let's feast!
Dromio, come with us. Embrace your brother there.
Woman took care of me in your master's kitchen today. I guess now she's going to be my sister-in-law, not my wife.
Looking at you is like looking into a mirror. Not so much at my own brother. And now that I see myself, I realize that I am quite handsome. Would you care to join me at the feast?
Of course, my brother, after you. You are older than me.
How would we even know? Which one of us is older?
We'll draw straws. For now, after you.
Listen to me. We came into this world as brother and brother. So now let us enter hand in hand, not one before the other.
All right, everyone. So what I'm going to have you guys do now is stand up.
I hope you didn't expect to sit throughout this performance. That is one of the longest scenes you'll be seeing tonight. Do you have everything together? Good. We will be exiting through stage left, which is on your right. By the way, hello, my name is Tour Guide. Everyone calls me Tour Guide. You can call me... Okay, so you might be wondering why there's no one talking or responding and why there's a black screen in front of you. Well, that's because we made a simple mistake known as not recording the footage for the tour guide, and so the tour guide had to manually do it like 8 months later. Just go with it. If you're worried about the lack of laughter, not to worry. Frankly speaking, that was about the response my jokes got in the actual show. So it's like real life. Anyway, going back to the show, please, no stragglers. I can assure you that if you were feeling lazy and you think you can excuse yourself to use the bathroom or fill up your water bottle or crack your back, you're going to be very confused by the end of this. Okay, look, you're going to be confused by the end of this either way, but I prefer confusion I can process over shame, tardiness, annoying confusion. Now, if you follow me, we are going to room... There's no room, because I'm not in front of a show right now. So, before we begin, allow me to lay out the ground rules. Yes, this performance is not your traditional understanding of theater, but these are still actors that have done at least some work on these scenes. So please, do not speak during a scene. Do not check your phone. Do not engage with the actors unless they engage with you. Watch the show like you are sitting down, but you're standing up. That's the difference. That's it. When we are moving between locations, and I'm talking, it would also be nice if you followed these rules and maybe didn't run your mouth. These are my scenes and my jokes, and they are important to me. My feelings get hurt easily. Alright, so I gotta do a special knock thing. Alright, that works.
Chance won't return so soon.
Return so soon? Rather approach too late! The capons burn! The pigs fall from the spit! The clock hath struck 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. Oh, you come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach having broke your fast. But We know what 'tis to fast and pray. Our punishment for your default today.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money that I gave you?
Oh, 6pence that I had last Wednesday to pay the saddler for my mistress crupper. The saddler had it, sir. I kept it not.
I'm not in a sport of humor now. Tell me and dally not, where is the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou trust or get a charge from thine own custody?
I pray you err as you sit at dinner. My mistress made me hurry here. If I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will score your fault upon my pate. I think your ma like mine should be your clock, and strike you home without a messenger.
Come, Dromio, come, these jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier time than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee?
To me, sir? Why, you gave no gold to me.
Come on, sir knave, have done thy foolishness, and tell me how thou hast disposed thy charge.
My charge was to fetch you from the mart, home to your house, the Phoenix, sir, to dinner.
In what safe place you have bestowed my money, or I shall break that merry sconce of yours that stands on tricks when I am undisposed. Where is 1,000 marks thou hast of me?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress' marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I should worship those again, perchance you will not bear that
Thy
patiently.
mistress's marks, what mistress hast thou?
Your wife! She doth not fast till you come home to dinner.
What? Will you flout me thus unto my face, being forbid? There, take you back, sir knave!
Nay, and you will not, sir! I'll take my heels!
This way, please. Quickly, quickly. Thank you. Okay, follow me, please. As I'm sure you're starting to notice, these scenes aren't in order. Some of these scenes aren't even from a comedy of errors. You'll catch on quickly as to how this works. Okay, you probably won't, but just, follow along and, pretend you've seen a piece of impactful theater afterwards. I've done this before. Just say stuff, after the show, just go up to the actors, big smile, just say stuff like, wow, that was, your part was so good, and, that really just made me feel something up here in my brain and in my heart, and it was just something. Also, we've added things.
Luciana, did he tempt thee so? Mightest thou perceive austerely in his eye that he did plead in earnest? Yea or no? Looked he red or pale, or sad or merrily? What observation madest thou in this case of his heart's meteors tilting in his face?
First he denied you had in him no right.
He meant he did me none, the more my spite.
Then swore he that he was a stranger.
And true he swore, the get forsworn he were.
Then I pleaded for you.
And what said he?
That love I begged for you, he begged of me.
With what persuasions did he tempt thy love?
With words that in an honest suit might move. First did praise my beauty, then my speech.
Did speak him fair?
Have patience, I must see.
I cannot, nor I will not. Hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have his will. He is deformed, crooked, old and sere, ill-faced, worse-bodied, shapeless everywhere, vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmatical in making, worse in mind.
Who would be jealous then of such a one? No evil lost is wailed when it is gone.
Ah, but I think him better than I say, and yet but peer in others' eyes were worse. Far from her nest the lopping cries away. My heart prays for him, though my tongue do curse.
Here, go, the desk, the purse sweeten on my case. How hast thou lost thy breath? By running fast.
Where's thy master, Dromio? Is he well?
No, he's in hell. The devil in everlasting garment has him, whose hard heart is buttoned up with steel. A wolf, nay, worse, a fellow all in buff, a background, a shoulder clapper, one who countermands the passages of alleys, creeks, and narrow lands. A hound who runs country or draws dry food well, one who before judgment carries poor souls to hell.
Why, man, what is the matter?
I do not know the matter. He is rested on the case.
What? Is he arrested? Tell me at whose suit?
I know not at whose suit he is arrested well. He's in a suit of all buff, that can I tell. Well, he sent his mistress redemption the money in his desk.
Go fetch it, sister. This I wonder at, that he unknown to me should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a band?
Not a band. A storm is a chain. Do you not hear it ring?
What, the chain?
No. The bell. This time I were gone, it was 2 hours. I left him and the clock strikes 1.
The hours come back, that did I never hear.
Oh yes, of an hour me a sergeant. They turned back for very fear.
As if time were in debt, how fondly dost thou reason?
Time is very bankrupt and knows more than he's worth to season. Nay, he's a thief too. Have you not heard men say that time comes stealing on by night and day? If time be in debt and theft and a sergeant in the way, has he no reason to turn back an hour and a day?
Go, Romeo, here's the money, bear it straight, and bring my master home immediately. Come, sister, I'm pressed down by conceit, my comfort and my injury.
All right, everyone, we're gonna go. You guys know the drill. We're gonna go this way. Please pay no attention to the actor in our midst. If they wanted attention, they would be saying stuff. So we're gonna go this way.
Now, one of the most common questions we get about this show is, why are we traveling between the same two rooms? Why are we reusing the same actors? Why are we reusing the same sets? And let me explain. It's actually part of a very, very complicated German advanced theater technique popularized by Uta Hagen in his book Respect for Acting 3, The Respecting. It's basically a simple technique known as budget gut. Now, budget gut is a technique that we have used throughout this production, and it explains such theatrical decisions we have made, such as the fact that there is, no set dressing for the scene, or the fact that all of the actors are only wearing black, or the fact that we're using Katzen instead of, an actual theater space, because, we're student theater. It's fine. It's fine. And, most importantly, it's why I'm saying this in front of a laptop at my house instead of, during the show when I actually should have been doing it. We love budget gut. We love budget cuts. Oh, yeah, this next scene has a trigger warning. Yeah.
Oh, God, help!
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
The scream. The wall's falling on somebody.
Somebody was screaming, asking for help.
Really? Don't believe it. Inferior construction, half-baked bricks, negligence. A shame, but we can't tear the house down because of it.
It was a person. A voice.
Whose?
Somebody's, I don't know.
You're dreaming. Did you hear that?
No, nothing.
How your senses deceive you. I cocked an ear, and when I did, the eardrum thundered like an orchestra. Boom! Boom! Happens all the time.
But before, I did hear a scream. It seemed as if somebody was about to surrender his soul.
Never heard it expressed that way. Here we say liquidated, dead, finished. Surrender his soul. That's beautiful. Oh, Budnick, are you a writer?
No.
Oh, it's a pity. You have a gift. Why don't you sit down?
That scream made my hair stand on end.
Relax. Outside of that, you never hear anything here. Total silence. I don't know if you like it. Sometimes it gets a bit boring. Other times, I admit it, calms the nerves. Are you nervous?
No.
You should be.
You think?
Without a doubt.
And there is reason to worry.
None. But it's always good to prime the nerves. You don't want to go slack.
Well, if I'm to talk with you sincerely, I can't deny that I am worried by this situation. I don't understand
What situation? You're mistaken. No chain of events created anything. You're endowing events with guilty intentions. No, the events are quite innocent. Simply, you arrived here, and we thank you for being so gracious as to converse with us a little.
They brought me.
Who brought you? Don't tell me the tall one and the small one brought you.
But they did. Come with us, they said.
Well, that's different. What a muddled young man you are.
Me?
Yes, you. You get things all tangled up. It isn't right.
I only said that they brought me here. I wouldn't have come alone.
Look at that. You could say they did you a favor. You couldn't have come alone.
don't understand. They made me.
Why would they make you? No. They invited you politely. I know them. With your own legs, you got into the car. Your own eyes saw the route. Your own ass, pardon the expression, sat itself down on that seat. No! Remain seated.
But could I have stayed there? Could I have said no and just gone home?
No, of course not.
Then you admit there was a certain amount of pressure, right?
It comes to the same thing. What stubbornness? No! No, we don't force anyone. And another thing, we're not exactly the plague. I know our social graces aren't perfect, but to say one only arrives here in chains, well, it's not very polite.
No, sir. What are you saying? You're changing what I meant. That is, I would have preferred another chance. I'd spend the day out in the country.
Relaxing.
Well, yeah. Relaxing, of course, but I walked among the trees, I went rowing. I'm not used to that much exercise. So...
Why didn't you say so before?
Why?
You spent a day in the country. You're like me, I adore the country. The animals, the pastures, and the sunsets. Tell me about the sunsets, the sound of the birds, the smell of the trees.
Oh, am I interrupting?
Not at all. Sleep.
Clean up. We're starting again. You all need to leave.
All right, we're going to leave in a second, but I think now would be a great time to check out some of the decorations of this room. Now, if you look around the room, we have adorned various scarves of different fabrics and lengths. And we go around the room, and one thing I want to draw your attention to are these white boxers with red hearts. Now, you might be wondering why these boxers are part of these decorations. And the answer is very simple. It's part of a simple theatrical technique that we've been using known as stalling. Okay, let's go.
All right, you heard the guy. Let's keep moving. Other people got to see the show too. So, a little fun fact. That's where the decision for the name of the show, Events with Guilty Intentions, came from. It came from that profound amount of theater that you just saw. If you understood it, that's more power to you. And if you didn't understand it, join the party.
How say you? Is not your husband bad for treating Dromio so poorly?
His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will please you what you will demand. Alas, how fiery and sharp he looks.
Mark how he trembles in his ecstasy.
Give me your hand and let me feel your pulse.
There's my hand, and let it feel your ear!
I charge thee, Satan, housed within this man, to yield possession to my holy prayers, and to thy state of darkness hie thee straight. I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
Peace, stoning wizard, peace! I am not mad.
Oh, that thou wert not poor soul!
You, minion, you. Are these your customers? Did this companion revel and feasted at my house today, whilst upon me the guilty doors were shut?
Oh, husband, God doth know you dined at home. Where would you have remained until this time, free from these slanders and this open shame?
Dined at home? Thou villain, what sayest thou?
Master, sooth to say, you did not dine at home.
Were not my doors locked up and I shut out?
Aye, your doors were locked and you shut out.
And did not she herself revile me there?
She herself reviled you there.
Did not her kitchen maid rail, taunt, and scorn me?
Oh, the kitchen vessels scorned you so.
And did I not in rage depart from thence?
In verity you did. My bones bear witness that since I felt the vigor of his rage.
Is it good to soothe him in these contraries?
There is no shame. The fellow finds his vein. And, yielding to him, humors well this frenzy.
Thou hast stubborn the goldsmith to arrest me.
Alas, I sent you money to redeem you by Dromio here, who came in haste for it.
Money by me? Faith and goodwill you may have, but surely, master, not a rag of money.
Went this not to her for a purse of ducats?
He came to me and I delivered it.
I am witness with her that she did.
God and the rope maker bear me witness that I was sent for nothing but a rope.
Mistress, both man and master is possessed. I see it in their pale and deadly looks. They must be be bound and laid in some dark room.
Say, wherefore didst thou lock me forth today? Why dost thou deny the bag of gold?
I did not, gentle husband, lock thee forth.
And gentle master, I was sent for no gold, but I do confess that we were locked out.
Dissembling villain, thou speakest false in both.
Dissembling harlot, thou art false in all, and art confederate with a damned pack to make a loathsome abject scorn of me. But with these hands, I'll pluck out these false eyes that would behold me in this shameful sport.
Oh, bite him, let him not come near me!
More company! The fiend is strong in him!
Alas, how pale and wan he looks!
What? What, will you murder me? Thou Gala, thou! Will you suffer them to make a rescue?
He is my prisoner, and you shall not have him.
Bind this man, for he is frantic too!
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer? Hast thou delight in seeing a wretched man do outrage and displeasure upon himself?
He is my prisoner. If I let him go, the debt he owes will be required of me.
I will discharge thee ere I go from thee. Bear me forthwith upon his creditor. I will see the debt how it grows. Good Dr. Pinch, see him safe conveyed home to my house. Oh, most unhappy day!
Oh, most unhappy strumpet!
Master, I am here with you.
Out on me, villains! Why dost thou mad me?
Will you be bound for nothing? Be mad, good master, cry the devil!
Alas, how idly do they talk! Go, bear him hence, sister, go you with me! At whose suit was he arrested?
One Angelo, a goldsmith. Do you know him?
I know the man. What is the sum he owes?
200 ducats.
Say, how grows it due?
Due for a chain your husband had of them.
He did bespeak a chain, but I had it not.
When your husband, all enraged today, came to my house and took away my ring, the ring which I saw upon his finger today, shortly after did I meet him with a chain.
It may be so, but I not know where it is. Come, Geller, bring me where the goldsmith is. I long to know the truth hereof at large. God, for thy mercy, they are loose again! And they come with naked swords. Come, we must have them bound again.
I see these witches are afraid of swords. She that would be your wife now ran away from you. Come to the centaur, fetch our stuff from thence. I long that we were safe and sound aboard.
Faith, stay here this night. They will surely do us no harm. You see they speak us fair, give us gold. Methinks that they are such a gentle nation that but for the mountain of mad flesh and the pink sweatshirt that claims marriage of me, I could find it to stay here and turn witch.
I will not stay tonight for all the town. Therefore, away to get our stuff aboard.
You know, every time I give you guys information before a scene, I kind of feel like I'm like somehow spoiling it for you. But also, I am a passive, emotionless figure delivering lines that I'm mindlessly reading off a script that I got like 8 months after I did a show. I have no semblance of original thought. I just blindly repeat what is given to me and pretend like it's my own thought. Basically, I'm an AU policy wonk. I don't actually even see anyone unless something weird happens or someone breaks the rule, and then all my programming fits out and like. Okay, they aren't ready. This was the part of the show that I'd give a backstage tour of the cast and what they were doing. But I mean, since we don't have a cast except for again me, I'll give you a tour of my room instead. This is a fan. That's a guitar. That's some food I need to throw away. That's the semblance of my sanity that COVID has completely destroyed. Yeah.
My wife.
Your senses deceive you.
The time was once when thou unurged wouldst vow that never words were music to thine ear, that never object was pleasing to thine eye, that never touch was welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savored to thy taste, unless I spake, or looked, or touched, or carved to thee.
Your senses deceive you.
You're dreaming. Did you hear that?
How comes it now, my husband, oh, how comes it that thou art thus estranged from thyself? Thyself, I call it being strange to me. That undividable, incorporate, and better than thy dear self's better part. Do not not tear thyself away from me. For now, my love, as easy mayest thou fall, a drop of water in the breaking gulf, and take unmingled that same drop again without addition or diminishing. Shouldst thou but hear I were licentious, and take this body, consecrate to thee by ruffian lust should be contaminate!
Your senses deceive you. You're dreaming. Did you hear that? You get things all tangled up.
It isn't right.
You get things
You
all
get
tangled
things
up.
all
You get
tangled
things
up.
all
It
tangled
isn't
up.
right.
You get things all tangled up.
I get things all tangled up.
You get things all
I get things all tangled up.
You get things all tangled up. You get things all tangled up. It isn't right. You get things all tangled up.
It isn't right. 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 It's all right. It isn't right. 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 You get things all tangled up. It isn't right. 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 It isn't all tangled up. It isn't right. You get it all tangled up. It isn't right. Wouldst thou not spit at me and spurn at me and hurl the name of husband in my face and tear the stained skin off my harlot brow and from my false hand cut the wedding ring and break it with a deep divorcing vow? I know thou canst, and therefore see thou do it. I am possessed with an adulterate blood, and my blood is mingled with the crime of lust. I see the poison in thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. I live unstained, thou undishonored.
Plead you to me, fair dame, I know you not. In Ephesus I am but 2 hours old, as strange into your town as to your talk, who every word by all my wit being scanned, want wit in one word to understand.
How the world has changed with you. Why are you treating my sister like this? She sent you home by Dromio to dinner.
By Dromio? By me?
By thee in disdoubted return from him.
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman? What is the course and drift of your compact?
Sir, I never saw her till this time.
Villain, thou liest, for even her very word didst thou deliver me on the mart.
I never spake with her in all my life.
Then how can she say her names unless it be by inspiration?
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your servant, abetting him to thwart me in my mood. Be it not wrong that from me you are exempt, but wrong not that wrong with a more contempt. Come, and I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art a husband, and I a vine, who, all for want of pruning with intrusion, infect thy sap and live on thy confusion.
She speaks to me. She moves me to her theme. What, was I married to her in a dream? Or asleep now and think I hear all this? What error drives her eyes in your amiss? Until I know for sure and certainty. Or entertain awkward fallacy.
So this was the part of the show where there was a whole hallway scene, like it was supposed to be interactive. It was really cool, with two of our actors, Siena Maxwell and Henry Ross, who were in the hallway doing a little scene that led into the next scene. It was really cool, and we wish we could have included it. Unfortunately, the person who recorded the show, we don't want to call out names, so let's just call her Maya Costanzo, didn't record that, along with all of my parts, so you guys can't see that. So, just, I guess, keep going. The show's almost done. Whoever guilted you into watching this, I mean, honestly, you can just stop watching now, and, they probably won't tell the difference. So, it's almost done.
My door is locked. Go bid them let us in.
Hello? Let us in.
No! Get thee from the door!
What patch has made our porter? My master stays in the street.
Tell him to walk lest he catch cold on his feet.
Who talks with him there? Open the door!
door.
Give me the password, and you tell me where for.
Where for? For my dinner. I'm not dying today.
You didn't give me the password, and that's not a good enough reason. Come again when you may.
Art thou that keepest me out from the house that I owe?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name! The one ne'er got me credit, the other brought me blame. If thou hadst been Dromio today in my place, thou would have traded thy face for an ape or thy name for an ass.
What a coil is there, Dromio? Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in, Luce.
Faith, no, he comes too late, and so tell your master.
My name is called Luce. Luce, you have answered him well.
Do you hear, you minion? You let us in, I hope.
I thought to have asked you.
And you said no.
Faggot, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ain't.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs all that in a pair of stocks in the town?
Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly ploys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before.
Your wife, sir knave! Go get you from the door!
Master, if you went to pay, this knave would go sore.
You'd neither cheer, sir, nor welcome.
They stand at the door, master. Bid them welcome hither.
There's something in the wind that we cannot get in.
You would say so, master, if your garments were thin. Your cape there within is warm. You stand here in the cold. It would make a man mad as a buck to be so bought and sold.
Go fetch me something. I'll break open the gate.
Break any breaking here, and I'll break this knave's pate.
A man may break word with you, sir, and words are but wind. Aye, but break it in your face, so we break it not behind.
It seems thou wants breaking out upon thee,
Oh,
high.
here's too much out upon thee. I pray thee, let me in.
I would fowl have no feather and fish have no fin.
I'll break in. Go bar me a crow.
A crow without feather, master, mean you so? If a crow help us in, sir, I will pluck a crow together.
Get you gone. Fetch me an iron crow.
At this time the doors are made against you. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience and let you all to the tiger to dinner. And about evening come yourself alone to know the reason of this strange restraint.
You prevailed. I will depart in quiet and, despite of mirth, mean to be merry. Get you home and fetch me the chain that I'll bestow. Be it nothing but spite my wife upon my. Sir, make haste. Since mine own George refused to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me. Jest shall cost me some expense.
Alright, look. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what's going on anymore. Honestly, I never really did. But I was good at pretending it, then I just don't care anymore. And also, like, I'm tired of giving exposition for all these scenes. My throat hurts. I was sleeping like 5 minutes ago. That was so nice. Oh yeah, we're moving on to the next scene.
thou perceive austerely in his eye that he did plead in earnest, yea or no?
Okay, we're gonna all get out of here as quick as possible. Let's go, 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 go. Quickly, let's go, 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 go. Quickly, 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 quickly. Go! I am going to die if you don't go quicker! Quickly! Go!
And may it be that you've quite forgot a husband's office, Antipholus? Even in the spring of love, thy love springs rot. If you did wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness. Bear a fair presence, though your heart be tainted.
Sweet mistress, what your name is else I know not, nor by what wonder you do hid of mine. Are you a god? Would you create me new? Transform me then, and to your power I'll yield. To your sister, nor do I owe any homage to her bed. Far more to you do I decline. Sing, siren, sing for thyself, and I will dote.
What, are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but made it how I do not know.
It is a fault that springeth from your eye.
For as gazing beams as being by.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet love, as look on night.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself, thy own self's better part, thy eyes, clear eyes, thy dear heart, thy soul's aim, thy soul, earth's purpose, and heaven's claim.
All these things my sister is, or else should be.
No, thou hast no husband, and I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft air, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Wouldst thou not spit at me and spurn at me and hurl the name of husband in my face, and tear the stained skin off my harlot brow, and from my wedding ring break it with a deep divorcing vow? Oh, that thou wert not poor distressed soul! Say to Adriana, or thy wife. I am not Adriana, nor thy wife. I know, but money was brought to me by Romeo. I say what I have done today may be pleasant, and I am not kept running to each other's servants all day.
So, catharsis is defined as the release of repressed emotions. In ancient Greece, that was the intent and the goal of most Grecian tragedies. The best tragedies were the ones that made you feel the most emotion, thereby relieving you of those emotions. However, Aristotle's polemics is the largest repository on tragedies, and it never once defines catharsis. Maybe you will you shut up? Maybe you all felt things tonight. Maybe you didn't. I don't care. Please go home.
Wait, bow.
All right. Line up! A straight line. All right, let's go.